Hello and welcome into Division 3 hockey here today. We have a kind of shortened broadcast set up. I'm going right from my phone right to Facebook, kind of like the old times. We started about 40 seconds late and the Marauders already have a goal as they're taking on the Johns Hopkins Blue Jays. As Michael Savko picked up the first goal for the Marauders. Sorry we did not catch that one on camera. Hope the audio quality sounds good, as we unfortunately were not able to have our full setup here today. As the Johns Hopkins goaltender gets on the puck. Starting today for Johns Hopkins is going to be number 41, Dan Longmire. And for the Marauders today, it's number 31, Merrick Jorgensen. Fans, this game will be re-uploaded on YouTube once we are able to get back to campus and I am able to we're able to have some internet. But here come the Blue Jays now, working their way into Millersville end. Driscoll around to get it for the Marauders. As here comes Jimmy Driscoll now, moving up. Marauders will gain center ice. Driscoll along with Stromberg. Stromberg the last two nights has been playing with ACHA Division 2 Millersville, as he got the call up last night. Aiden Stromberg picked up his first Division 2 goal for the Marauders, so big congratulations to him. And you know, playing 3 nights back to back can be wearing, so credit to him for having the stamina to play this game here today, especially on the road. As it'll be Safko and take the face-off, wins it back. Well, Luke Brown tried to control Conant, back out Safko in the circle. Safko is shot, saved by Longmire, and he'll hang on. Be Safko yet again on the draw, and the Blue Jays win it back. As they fight for along the corner, Luke Brown's down there as well. As Albert tried to move up the puck, but here come the Blue Jays, which tipped back in by Tyler Keenan, and the Blue Jays have to retake behind their own net. As Albert will control, trying to pass it out, looking for Button, but it's kept in by Dodds. Great keeping by Joshua Dodds, as Sacco trying to turn out in front, back up Dodds at the blue line, just backhands it back in. Luke Brown turnaround shot goes wide. Krause will collect in the corner. Back up to the blue line now, Dodds throws it to the front. He had Safko right there, but Safko had it on the backhand and couldn't go anywhere with it. Now they try to pass it up forever at Button, but that pass will miss Button, and the Blue Jays will have to retreat. Pass up Albert's pass up for number 13, but it's intercepted. The Marauders try to come away with it, but 9 gets ahead to 13. That's great play by Safko to retake it in the corner. Safko controls behind his own net. Last time these two teams played each other, the Marauders had to overcome a 7-goal deficit in their matchup back in October, which was back at Lancaster Ice Rink. But here come the Blue Jays now. A great play by Edelberg, trying not to puck away. Keenan will try to take it center ice, but chasing it, it's going to be number 55 as he collects in the corner. Driscoll trying to play his man off the puck. That shot side of the net. Tough angle shot. Merrick makes the save, and they throw it to the corner boards. Here boards as pass up, looking for Jack Hipple. Hipple too far ahead of him. He'll have to recollect in the corner. Hipple trying to throw it back up to the blue line. Back up Tucson, a shot. They rebound in front. Net comes off its moorings, and we get a whistle. So the Marauders quickly buzzing here to begin the first period with 16:52 to go here in the first period. Again, this game will be re-uploaded on YouTube once we get back to campus. Just given the nature of this ice rink, we were not able to have our full broadcast set up like how we normally would have a score bug, or have you seen any of the recent Division 2 broadcasts? And so again, I apologize for that, as Stromberg trying to force his man on the puck. Turnaround shot for Stromberg, saved by Longmire, and he'll hang on. As face-off will come to the right of Longmire, his right, our left. It'll be Edelberg and take the draw. As back out to the blue line. Driscoll trying to force it back in. Edelberg trying to beat Stromberg right out in front. There's a great feed by Edelberg to Stromberg, standing all alone in the left circle, but he was denied as Tucson will recollect for the Marauders. Pass up to center. Here comes Edelberg now. Edelberg gains the blue line. Edelberg walks in. Oh, tried to get Deke around his man between the hash marks. That would not go. Now down low in the corner. It's Edelberg. Turns away from his man. Back out the blue line. It's Driscoll. Driscoll walks with it. Feeds on back Edelberg. He'll switch places with Driscoll. Down low. Stromberg feeding Edelberg all alone right out in front. Oh, and Longmire makes the save. Oh, nifty little plays from Millersville. As Aiden Stromberg was down there, fed Edelberg all alone right in front of Dan Longmire, and Longmire was able to make the save. As it'll be Safco take the face-off, tie up on the draw. Millersville try to come away with it, but the Blue Jays will. Now chasing in the corner, Luke Brown trying to play it around, and he does. Back out Shane Kaminsky, will just chip it back down in. As Blue Jays trying to get to it, that's Button, but Millersville has it. Eli Krause trying to center it out in front, that does not go. And Safco will play it in. And now Safco will turn away from his man in the corner. Back up to the blue line, looking to feed Kaminsky, but he'll have to chase. As Shane Kaminsky will recollect for the Marauders. Bang pass up the boards, and that was just a clearing attempt as Mason Albert will take it and just send it back. And looking for his teammate number 13, Albert, in there belonging to the puck battle between Lee Safco and number 13 for the Blue Jays. Now Safco trying to force the puck ahead forward. Bank pass from Albert, and great touch pass by Safco as he feeds Eli Krause. Krause that shot, deflects, wide rebound right out in front. As the Blue Jays come away with it. It's tipped from his stick as Everett Button will collect. Just send it on back for Albert. Albert pass up for number 13, but great play by Keenan, and Keenan is decked down to the ice. And as Albert turns away from his man, as Everett Button will blow a tire. As pass up for Hipple. Be off his stick, and Hipple will now have to chase. As puck comes into Kaminsky's skate as he has to dig it out of there, and Millersville can't quite clear. As pass up and great forward checking by Stromberg. Though Stromberg steals the puck, has Hipple with him, feeds across Hipple. That pass would not go. It's a 2-on-1 opportunity pass just too far ahead of Jack Hipple. As here come the Blue Jays now. As Everett Button sends it in, sends it around the net, looking as Driscoll will take it. Pass up, and here's Hipple now. Hipple walks in the lone marauder, drops it on back Stromberg. Stromberg will take it on the backhand, takes it behind the net, looking to feed it somewhere, just leaves it on back. Tucson a shot. That was blocked in front. As here come the Blue Jays now. Digging the blue line, trying to send it down low to the corner. Trying to flip it back in, as that will just wind around the boards, as the Blue Jays will retake control. 91 forces it back in. Down low in the corner, they chip it on ahead, and they chip it out. As here come the Blue Jays. Yet again, Tarazzi will send it up to. We'll give chase, but he's going to be gassed, and I think they're going to call icing. As face-off will come back in the Blue Jays zone. That'll be Luke Brown and take the face-off against number 55. Luke Brown wins the draw, wins up back. Krause fed Keenan on back, and his shot will deflect up and out of play. With 13:08 to go here in the first period. The 55 on the draw versus, I believe that is Safco. Safco wins it back, shot, scores! Eli Krause, the quick face-off win from Safco, feeds on back Krause, who buries it. Eli Krause will pick up his 8th goal of the season. As Millersville wants to face off. Here comes Kraus yet again, looking for more. Kraus has to skate through 2 defenders. Takes it to the corner, chips it to the boards. Back out to the blue line. Keenum just winds it back in. Kraus will control, being pressured by number 7. 2 number 7s going at it, and Blue Jays will finally just throw it out the center. Dodge chip pass ahead, but too far ahead for Tyler Keenan to control. Now Dodge just plays it forward yet again. And the Blue Jays will take control. Tarazi throws it out the center ice. Here comes number 2 now for the Blue Jays. He'll gain the zone. Great play by Tyler Keenan to kind of try to block that pass. He still blocked that shot. Still got the shot off. As the Blue Jays not control. As Albert trying to play it, but kept back in by number 2. As Johns Hopkins tried to control that center. As Keenan takes another open ice hit as he tried to skate right through 2 defenders right in the open ice. As Edelberg will turn behind his own net. Edelberg is dumped. Man, talk about the Blue Jays throwing the hits tonight. Now down low in the corner, Blue Jays will control. Trying to play it out as Tyler Keenan tried to play it out on the bank pass, but that would not go. Back out number 97, trying to throw it back in. That does not go. Excuse me, that's number 87, Byron Zhao. As that puck will be chipped up and out of play. As back out, they trying to feed Eli Kraus. Kraus almost had a breakaway, puck too far, hit him. Drop down back, Stefko, a blast. Sends it wide. Longmire may have got a piece of that. As here come the Blue Jays now. As here comes number 9. I apologize, I don't have players. I don't have names for about, I want to say half these players on the Blue Jays. As the Blue Jays appear to have a pretty shortened roster. Down low, it's Luke Brown, and they're going. I thought I heard a whistle, I guess not. As Luke Brown sends it in the corner. As Zhao trying to play it out. Luke Brown trying to get along the hash mark. Driscoll trying to turn it back in. He sends it down low to the corner. Brown in the corner now trying to feed Stromberg from behind the net. Hops over his stick. He has to recollect in the corner. Now he turns it down low for Edelberg. Edelberg trying to feed out front. Tucson shot into the breadbasket of Longmire, and he'll hang on. 10:38 to go here in the first period. Millersville with a 2-0 lead. Glad you could join us here for a little Division III hockey. Throwing it back to the old school ways of how we did it on Facebook. As Edelberg wins a draw, wins it to Stromberg. He plays it down low. Edelberg will control behind the net. Now he takes it in the corner, puts on the brakes. Yep. He puts on the brakes. As Hippo feeds the blue line. They say plays outside. Hippo shot, glove save. Rebound, hops out in front. Edelberg couldn't control that. As here come the Blue Jays now. Trying to get it, trying to throw it across. And Hipple, excuse me, not Hipple, Driscoll will collect, throws it across Tucson. Has to watch out, 91 diving to keep that puck in. And now Driscoll will take it behind his own net. Throws it around for Stromberg. Stromberg will just flip it up, and that'll hit Tarazi as the Blue Jays keep it in. 91 will wind it around the net. Number 2 down low to play. 55 out in front, that does not go. As Tucson trying to chip it ahead forward. Hippo will take it. Hippo's knocked off that puck. As Stromberg trying diving play to play it out, and they get out. But here comes Edelberg. Edelberg walks in, left wing circle. He stripped that puck. Here comes Luke Tarazi. Tarazi gaining center. Tarazi gains the blue line. Tarazi walks in, a great play by Edelberg, but Edelberg diving can't play it out. As Tarazi will play it, he'll blow a tire. Hippo will trip over him as the Blue Jays will control back out the center, and they send it down low into the corner. As Driscoll will collect. Driscoll bang pass off the boards up for Safko. That is taken by Luke Brown. Brown gains the blue line, drops it on back, looking for Safko. That does not go. As it's back out, Kaminsky will send it back in, but the Marauders can't touch it. As it'll be taken by Mason Albert. Albert, pass up ahead for number 9, leaves it on for Everett Button, and he's knocked down to the ice by Tyler Keenan. Now Keenan trying to get control along the half wall as the Marauders send it back in behind the Blue Jay net. As Zal will recollect, trying to throw it up ahead for Button, and he will collect. Button throws it across for number 9, trying to throw it back to Button, and they're going to say offside with 8:18 to go here in the first period. Face off in a neutral zone. Edelberg wants to draw back as Kaminsky will control. Pass up ahead. And the Blue Jays, let's throw it to the boards. Chasing the puck is Hipple though. Hipple walks in, that shot blocked. Great block by Mason Albert as Schomburg tried ramming his man into the boards. He has to recollect his stick. He's got to watch out. They're still playing as Stromberg takes it, walks out to the scoring lane, and shot will go wide. Down low, Hipple. Hipple will control along the boards, trying to throw it in front, trying to feed it out, trying to feed it for someone, but no one was here. As Keenan trying to play it in as offside is the call. But 7:35 to go. Here in the first period, it'll be Alex Edelberg. No, it won't, as the Marauders will get a change in. So it'll be Safko to take the face off. As the Blue Jays won that draw, but the Marauders will control the puck. As Tucson will come to it. Play it around for Driscoll. As number 2 will take it. As Marauders force it back down low. As Blue Jays will control. Down low into the corner. Back up to the blue line. Albert, a shot. Sends it wide. Zal will trying to recollect out the blue line, keeping it in. Flips it number 2. Flips it on Jorgensen. It's a bouncing puck. Great play by Jorgensen to track that and kick it aside with his pad. As 91 will take a tumble down low in the corner. Millersville trying to feed Eli Krause. And they finally do collect. Luke Brown is shot into the breadbasket of Longmire, and he'll hang on. But 6:51 to go here in the first period. Millersville wins another face-off. They've been winning a lot so far today. Driscoll will send it back in. Longmire to leave it for his defenseman. Bang pass up the boards as Driscoll will control at the blue line. Driscoll trying to send it in. As right in front. Oh, Safko digs him out. Picks up his second of the game. Wow, that puck kind of took a weird hop. Landed right in front of Michael Safko, and he just took a backhand forehand. Not much Longmire could have done to stop that one, as Millersville quickly takes a 3-0 lead. As Safko will pick up his 15th goal of the season. Safko got the scoring started here for the Marauders. And now has another one. Down low, Hipple. We'll take you behind the net. Hipple. Great play to the corner. Leaves it on back for Driscoll. Excuse me, that's Edelberg. As Edelberg will try and turn away from it. Trying to spin away from Tarazi as Millersville still controls. Hipple down low, Edelberg. Edelberg controls in the right wing corner. Being pressured as it's across Hipple behind the net. Being pressured by Tarazi. He may have been tripped up or he blew a tire. Now in the left wing corner. Edelberg spins it out in front. That shot deflects wide. As they try to clear, and they do. Dodds can't keep it in. Out to play it back in as Millersville can't touch it. As they have to retreat out. Now pass up Ed for number 13. Sends in on Jorgensen. He'll get the glove on it and get the whistle. Edelberg to take the face off against number 9. They went to the corner. Zal trying to play it up, and Millersville will just control as the Blue Jays will take over on their own end. Pass up ahead, Blue Jays digging in the blue line. Everett Button trying to feed number 13 right on front. They couldn't get the shot off as Stromberg trying to turn and play back the other way. Here come the Marauders now. Could be a 3-on-2. Hipple throws it across back to Hipple. Trying to tic-tac-toe pass. That one not go. I believe that hit the post or the side of the net right next to the post. As Hipple will pressure his man as they draw the puck free. But here come the Blue Jays now. They throw it to the corner. They try to get it back up to the blue line. Now in the corner, trying to feed it out in front, trying to feed it. But the Blue Jays will take over now. They chip it on ahead. Here comes Stromberg now. It's a 2-on-1. He's got Hippo with him. Stromberg just elects to shoot, and Longmire kick save will make the save, kick pad save. Now down low into the corner now. It's Safko. Safko back up to the blue line. Driscoll just sends in looking for a redirection, but Longmire sees it and the Blue Jays will take over. Here comes Mason Albert. That shot waffle boarded by Jorgensen as Tucson will wind it around the boards looking for Luke Brown. And Luke Brown will chase up. Here comes Luke Brown now. He's got Krause with him, feeds it to Krause. That shot scores! Eli Krause will pick up his second of the game. Great feed from Luke Brown as Krause will pick up his 9th goal of the season. As Millersville already in this first period has put up 4 goals as the Martyrs offense just keeps coming. We don't here comes Krause yet again. Krause shot scores! Back-to-back goals as Krause, I believe, has a natural hat trick here in the first period. Millersville leads at 5-0. That's going to be Eli Krause's 10th of the season. Wow, Eli Krause just attacked right from the face-off. As this is a much different looking game from what we saw previously in October, where Millersville had to come back from down 7 goals. Now they're up 5 goals, and we're not even done with the first period yet. Pass up ahead for Luke Brown. Brown gains the blue line. He'll just chip it down low into the corner. We'll wind around the net as Krause trying to feed it back out. Driscoll keeps it in. That shot was blocked off his skate. As it's down low into the corner now. Karazi trying to play it out. As Tucson will turn around from his man, he'll put on the brakes as Tucson pass up ahead for Krause, too far ahead. As Albert will reflect in the corner, 7 trying to throw it out in front. Here come the Blue Jays now as great stick from Edelberg as Edelberg will just wind it around on the backhand. Albert will control behind his own net. The Blue Jays got to do something to stop the bleeding. But the Marauders just keep attacking. As I was going to say earlier, we don't have a shot total, but I assume Millersville has got to be all over it. And here comes another shot save. I don't know. I would assume the Blue Jays maybe have, 5 shots so far? To Millersville's 15, 20? I mean, is that too big of an estimate? As the Blue Jays send it back, and icing is the call, and we get a stoppage with 2:30 to go here in the first period. Edelbert as here come the Blue Jays now. They gain center ice. They gain the blue line. Number 9 walks in. Walks out trying to dangle on the backhand. Net comes off its moorings. Merrick Jorgensen's in the net. And chaos kind of just ensued there. as Merrick will get resituated and we can get this face off now. The Edelberg going to take the draw against number 9. Number 9's going out on the face-off as they'll throw it across for Stromberg. Stromberg trying to throw it out to center as Stromberg and Everett Button collide. Now Stromberg's got to watch himself along with Everett Button as two of them are exchanging jabs. There'll be Edelberg again on the face-off. As they throw it to the corner, Stromberg along with Button. Button will body him into the boards. As Kaminsky trying to play it out. Here comes Tyler Keenan. Keenan pass up ahead for Stromberg, trying to dance around Tarazi, but he does get the puck. Stromberg got shut. The angle shot goes wide. And now here come the Blue Jays. Now here comes Tarazi. He'll gain center. He's getting the blue line along with number 9. Just flip it in on Jorgensen as he'll hang on. And Edelberg and number 9 for the Blue Jays will exchange some words. Again, I apologize. I do not have an official name for about half these players. I wish I did, but you know, the club hockey, sometimes teams don't keep. We do a really good job of keeping up with our roster sheet and our stats, but other schools, it's impossible to find any information on their team. As Luke Brown throws it across, looking for Safko in the corner. Down low, Luke Brown again. Brown looking for Kraus. It's all control in the corner. Kraus protecting that puck on the backhand. Now Kraus working his way up to the front. He'll run into number 7 now. Brown a shot. Save rebound in front. Kraus trying to get a stick on it. That does not go as it's in the skates of number 91. As here comes number 55 now. Playing up the puck for Johns Hopkins. They'll send it in. We are under a minute to go here in the first period. As Driscoll try and play it up. He'll play it to himself. But he's stood up at the blue line by Zhao. And pass up ahead. Great interception by 7, but as he tries to knock the puck down, Kraus is right there, take it away as they send it back in. Now Tucson will control in the corner. Tucson will stop behind it, so that pass out in front as Zhao will take it in the neutral zone. Sends it back down low. Tucson will control as they'll send it in. And now Hipple. Hipple trying to walk in, trying to dance around Albert. As that does not go, now Edelberg gets it back to Driscoll. Now down low, Edelberg. That pass into the coach. Albert will recollect, send it all the way down, and that will do it for the first period. So an explosion of offense so far for the Marauders, as only 2 players got the scoring for Millersville, as Eli Kraus picked up a natural hat trick and Michael Safko had 2 goals. So Millersville just an explosion of offense as Johns Hopkins just looked flat-footed out there. They did not know what hit them as Millersville is continuing to roll here in the first period. We will be back with the second period. My name is Travis Schuster. Keep it locked right here on Facebook only for today, as we will be hopefully be back to our normal YouTube broadcast the next game for Division 3. Welcome back to Millersville versus Johns Hopkins Division 3 Period 2. As Millersville in the first period came out on fire, scoring 5 unanswered goals, with a hat trick coming from Eli Kraus and 2 goals coming from Michael Safko. As they turn it back in, as Jack Everett will turn it back, will turn it down low. Kaminsky trying to recollect as 13 trying to throw it out to number 9. That's Everett. Everett, whose shot was denied. Now they throw it down low across the boards. As here comes Eli Krause now. Krause gains center line. Gains the blue line. Krause works his way to the front. And he's looking for 4 today. And Krause will take a hit from Albert. Back up to the blue line now. Kaminsky can't keep it in. As they throw it across to Tucson. Tucson throws it across to Edelberg. As he'll get it to Stromberg. Throwing across Hippel. Shot. Save. As Hippel was all alone right in front of Dan Longmire. It'll be Edelberg to take the draw. They throw it across as the Blue Jays will control as trying to move up is Everett. As here come the Marauders now. Here comes Stromberg. He gains the blue line. Drops on back. Hippo walks in, trying to throw it across. That does not go. Back up to the blue line now. Driscoll sends it in. As that does not go either. As they send it all the way down. As Tucson will control. As that'll go off his stick as Hipple will play out for Tucson. Tucson gains the blue line. Drops it on back Edelberg. Trying to drop it on back because they flipped the shot in anyway. Longmire will hang on. Let's go to the blue line as Dodds will throw it in. 7 trying to chip it on ahead. As Dodds trying to throw it. 91 trying to get to as well as Eli Krause will control along the half wall. Here comes Krause on Krause against the blue line. It's going to be shoved off the puck by Horgan as they drop it on back. Now Dodds, it bounces off of his stick and Horgan will start to move up. Horgan will be tripped up, they say play on, and as the puck will wind around the Millersville net as Tyler Keenan throws it across for Button. And 9 will try to play it down low as Eberhardt trying to throw it in front as it's taken by Tarazi. Luke Tarazi now trying to dangle his way in, saved by Jorgensen. Tarazi in the corner will throw it around for 13. Back out 7, whip on it. And the Blue Jays have to retreat back as Button will recollect in the Blue Jay zone. As Button throws it in front, intercepted by Stromberg, but he couldn't control his Button, will recollect in his own zone. Trying to throw it out, Edelberg can't get a stick on it. Here comes Tarazi now, moving out with 9. Tarazi, he has to scare it on Dodge, not an easy thing to do, as Tarazi just throws it wide, puck stays in play. Down low to the corner, Keenan will wind it around, as chasing a puck is Stromberg along with Everett Button. As now 9 will play it up, but that does not go. As Dodds is going to be forced off that puck by number 9. And the Marauders trying to retake possession. Blue Jays will come to it as they'll chip in on Marauder zone. Everett trying to get to the puck as Dodge shoves him down to the ice. Joshua Dodge using his size as here comes Alex Edelberg now. Edelberg gains the blue line. Edelberg walks in on the backhand trying to deke her onto the forehand, but that did not go. As here comes Everett now. Everett gains the blue line. Everett walks in, that shot deflects wide. Jorgensen will steer it to the corner. Tucson trying to collect behind the Marauder net. As here comes Tucson now. Tucson trying to quarterback something here. Pass out for Hippoltz off of his stick. And the Marauders have to chase it as Hippoltz turns it on the backhand. As he sent down into the corner. Tucson recollects. Tucson as it walks walks back to the blue line, flips it on the back end. That does not go. As he had Stromberg and Edelberg right in front. As Stromberg leaves it for Edelberg. Bank pass to Stromberg down the net. Stromberg's going to shove Albert off him. Jason right now in front. Oh, going to get the shot off. As here comes Mason Albert now. Albert trying to play it scooped by Driscoll. But Driscoll will have to play it behind the net. Great forechecking though by Eberhardt. As they'll send him behind the net. Driscoll around to collect in the corner. Driscoll pass up for Edelberg. It's off of his stick as Tarazi will take it. Tarazi moving up the right wing, the left wing wall. Tarazi takes it down low into the left wing corner where Tucson's going to put pressure on him there. Tucson's going to throw around for Luke Brown. As the Blue Jays will recollect in the neutral zone. As here comes Safko now. Safko walks in, that shot scores! It just fluttered in, and Michael Safko has himself a hat trick. As Safko picks up his 16th goal of the season, so Eli Krause has a hat trick, and now that's Michael Safko, and Safko who got the scoring started for the Marauders here in this game, as they now lead at 6-0 with 14:01 to go here in the second period. Safko on the face-off. He'll try to win it ahead forward as they'll gain a blue line. Luke Brown trying to collect in the corner. Luke Brown turns away from him as Tyler Keenan sends it back in, but that's off a body in front. As Brown trying to play it for Krause at the center. As they try to play it down low into the corner now. Tarazi, bank pass up the boards. They try to take it in as Keenan will just send it right back in. Millersville is doing a really good job of shutting down the blue line and not letting the Blue Jays lead their zone. Now Luke Brown in front, turns it right on the backhand. Great play by Everett to force Luke Brown off that puck. As now Krause throws it around to the corner. He still controls. Krause has to get away from Tarazi. Great forechecking by Tarazi. But it's kept back in at the blue line though. Krause walks in, trying to steer it to the back end front. Krause always looking for forward. That does not go. As now Kaminsky flips in. Oh, Kaminsky ever so close as Longmire shuts the door. Now they send it into the corner as they're going to call icing on the Blue Jays. As they just can't leave their own zone. The Marauders just keep hounding away at them. The Blue Jays are kind of getting a kind of good forechecking in down low around their own net area, but Millersville is doing a really nice job of shutting down the blue line as the defenseman Dodge, Kaminsky, and Keenan are doing a really nice job of keeping the puck in the offensive zone, as there'll be Edelberg to take the draw against Everett as Edelberg wants it back. Kippel trying to throw it in front, looking for Stromberg. That does not go. Now back up to blue line as Everett chips it past Keenan. Here comes Everett now, the lone Blue Jay, and they'll collide with Stromberg. Stromberg's a little slow to... No, excuse me, that's not Stromberg. That is Kaminsky. Kaminsky was a little slow to get up, but he's back up to his feet as Kaminsky trying to get it as Stromberg will just tip it on ahead as it's forced back in by Albert. Stromberg now trying to play it up at the blue line as it's forced in by... Anyway, by the Blue Jays, as here come the Blue Jays now. As that shot by Eberhardt into the glove of Jorgensen, and he'll hang on. With 12:11 to go here in the second period. Marauders, but they 6-0 commanding lead. It'll be Safko versus Horing on a face-off, and Safko will win it around as Driscoll will play it out. Here comes Krause now. Krause, he'll gain the blue line. Krause trying to get around Albert. He does and fires a shot right in on Longmire, and he'll hang on with 11:58 to go here in the first period. As this game, it's this period so far, this whole game has been dominated by Millersville. I I think Jorgensen's only faced, I don't think he's faced a total of 5 shots yet this period. Anyway, Driscoll sends it down low for Safko. Driscoll to Safko. Safko fires that shot. Goes wide. Now they try to get in the corner. Eberhardt will throw it out, and this will be... They're going to wave off the icing. As Krause feeds ahead. Safko. Safko gets around one man. Safko, it's a 2-on-1 with Luke Brown. Safko, a little dangle right up front on the backhand. He was denied. Now Safko back up to the blue line. As it's taken by Eberhardt. Here comes Allie Eberhardt now. She'll gain the blue line. Trying to get around Edelberg. Just flip it in on Jorgensen. Jorgensen elects not to keep it. As they'll play it out for Safko. Safko now trying to play it out at the blue line, but they force it back down low as Safko will play it behind the Marauder net. Pass up ahead for Eli Krause. Krause trying to get it, but he has to skate through two defenders, and that's not going to happen. But here comes Krause yet again. Excuse me, that was Safko. He sent it back in. As the Blue Jays will recollect behind their own net. As Edwards forced off that puck by Edelberg. And Edelberg will control, gets it down into the corner. Stromberg will wind it around. Try to wind it around anyway. As Albert trying to play on back, but there's Edelberg right there. Edelberg recollects in the corner. Circles back out, top of the right circle, shooting off the mask of Longmire. There's a reason why goalies wear masks today. As here come the Blue Jays now. They force it in, but Jimmy Driscoll will just take control and will get it around for Stromberg. Stromberg pass up for Edelberg. Edelberg gains the blue line. Walks in, takes it to the backhand. That does not go. The Marauders are doing everything they can to get all alone right in front of Longmire. And they're trying every deke. Either the dekes are just too much or Longmire's finally standing his ground. And I'm not saying that Longmire's to blame for the 6 goal deficit, because he's not, as Everett forces back in, flashing the leather is Jorgensen. Because Longmire has certainly been hung out to dry. You can only allow so many one-on-one opportunities, and your goaltender's eventually gonna crack. So this one for the Blue Jays by no means is on Longmire. Face off now. Boring will control, get to the corner, trying to throw out in front as the Marauders trying to move up ice. Safko trying to get it, forced off his stick. Now Dodds. Pass up ahead for Safko. Here comes Safko now. Safko gains the red line and just backhands it around. Grazi chasing it in the corner. As Eli Krause trying to force his man off the puck. As here comes Tarazi now he's going to get through 3 Marauders in Tarazi, but great stick play by Dodge to force it back out to center. Here comes Eli Krause yet again, as he's going to be forced off that puck by number 7. As back out, that shot, I think that rattled off the post. Back out now, Keenan's shot, deflects on swaying behind the net. Back down front, Safko, shot saved by Longmire. Now in the corner, Tarazi. Now down low, it's Krause. Back out, Safko, shot into the breadbasket of Longmire, and he'll hang on. With 8:47 to go here in the second period. Millersville has just been hounding the net, and Millersville has gotten every opportunity, every great scoring chance here tonight so far this game. And now Hipple trying to throw it. He gets it back out to Keenan. Keenan trying to throw it in. 7 will chase it down low into the corner. He'll recollect for the Blue Jays. As they try to pass up, but here come the Blue Jays now. Here comes number 13 along with Everett. That shot flipped it in on Jorgensen. He'll juggle it for a second, and we'll get the glove on it. Edelberg going to take the draw against Everett. Number 9's go out on the face-off as Marauders will control back. Chasing the puck now along the left wing side. The Stromberg tries to run for Hipple. That does not go. Now Edelberg will control, trying to be forced off that puck. Now Stromberg trying to flip it out in front. As you had Hipple right there for the redirection, but Longmire all over it. And now face off one, Zhao will throw it around. As here comes Mason Albert for the Blue Jays, but Blue Jays can't get nothing going offensively as the Marauders will to retake control. Now Stromberg throws it across Hipple. Hipple has to skate through two defenders, gets around Zhao, now has to get around Albert, just elects to shoot. And save by Dan Longmire. Safko versus Everett on the draw. They went back up to the blue line now. Tucson will control, flips it in as they blockered it away. Driscoll will try to get it to Safko. Safko. Well, now control, trying to feed out in front, blocked by Mason Albert. Zhao will try and retake possession, and now Krause will take it. Safko has it behind the net now. Safko gets it right back up. Driscoll trying to feed Driscoll Miller, so I think just trying to get everyone involved in the score sheet. Now, Krause trying to feed it out in front, and the Blue Jays will finally take over. Blue Jays trying to play it out, but it's taken by Michael Safko. Safko gains the blue line. Walks in, that shot steered wide. Safko has shooter around a player's stick. And now, Everett trying to play it out. Great play by Tucson to keep it in, flipping it in on Longmire. I'm not sure if Krause redirected it or not. And it'll be Safko on the face-off versus Horgan. And Horgan will win it. They try to play it out, but Safko keeps in, but 91 trying to force it on back ahead, but Millersville takes over the neutral zone. Kaminsky pass up ahead for Krause. Krause skates in, that shot, that's off his stick, and deflects to the corner. Now, Safko trying to play it out. Luke Brown trying to get it, and we will get a whistle. A rare whistle in this game, I will say. A rare whistle that's not an offside or face-off. As I believe a hand pass was spotted, that's why you get the neutral zone draw. Then when it back to Kaminsky, as they'll send it ahead. They'll throw it around to the corner. Hipple. Hipple will control into the corner, gets it to Stromberg, trying to backhand it out in front. That does not go. As here comes Blue Jays as they turn it over. Here comes Edelberg dangling his way in. As Edelberg had to dangle his way in with one hand, and a shot deflected up and out of play. As it'll be Edelberg on the draw versus Horgan, and as Edelberg wins that draw, they'll send it around the net. Stromberg trying to throw it out in front. That does not go. As 7 trying to play it up for the Blue Jays. As Hipple trying to play it back in. As Tarazi will recollect now. Tarazi pass up ahead. As she's forced off there. Here comes Edelberg now. Edelberg gains the blue line. Edelberg works his way into the corner, going to spin away from 7. As Keenan flips that shot and goes wide. Down low now. Now Stromberg. Throw it behind the net for Edelberg. They put back out. Kaminsky is shot. Looking for the deflection. Scores! As Aiden Stromberg, one of the top goal scorers here in D3, gets the goal. Shane Kaminsky will get the assist. And Millersville now has a touchdown. As Stromberg will pick up his 15th goal of the season. Aiden Stromberg had a goal last night with the Millersville Division II team. Now has a goal today with Division III. As Everett trying to work his way against Kaminsky as they throw that puck wide. Luke Brown trying to come out now as Safko will chase it. Safko chasing along with Everett as Everett will win that puck race. Everett trying to bank pass off the boards, but it's taken by Eli Krause. But he tried to take it as Dow forced him off the puck. Pass up ahead for a Button, but here come the Blue Jays top line now. As they throw it across, as they throw it for Everett. Everett will wind it around the net. 13 will chase it along with Kaminsky and Eli Krause now. 14 just sent that back in. It's into the pad of Jorgensen. Ooh, he didn't know where that puck was for a second, as he didn't expect that puck to be under the pad and not right in front of it. Now Button will give chase. Kaminsky will take it. Trying to play around Greg Button, but they throw it out front. Oh, saved by Jorgensen. Here come the Marauders back the other way. Here comes Safko. Throws it to Eli Krause. Shot, scores! Make that his 4th of the game. As Millersville now leads it 8-0. The Blue Jays had a really great opportunity. One way, get Merrick Jorgensen moving from right to left, makes an incredible save, and then the Marauders just get an odd man rush back the other way. And that's where we currently stand, as Edelberg will take that puck. Edelberg flips it in as it deflected off the stick of Tarazi. Now back out as Driscoll sends it in. Now it's turnaround shot, or turnaround pass, I should say. But that does not go. Now Stromberg trying to feed it out in front, but Horgan will take it. Here comes Sam Horgan now. Horgan's going to be forced off the puck as they throw it up ahead, but Tarazi can't control. And here comes Edelberg now. Edelberg trying to beat Stromberg. Oh, he throws it across for Hippel. Oh, he elected not to shoot. Trying to get Jack Hippel in some of this action. Now that shot bounces in front. As Stromberg trying to play it up, as it will be taken by number 91, as the Marauders will recollect in their own zone. Tucson pass up ahead for Edelberg, but that does not happen as he stood up, as Johns Hopkins trying to do everything to get out of their zone. Johns Hopkins now trying to control as Eberhardt throws it in. Trying to net. As here comes Millersville. Here comes. They drop it on back Stromberg. On back to Edelberg and be intercepted by Button, and Button will just send it all the way down into the Marauder zone, and I believe they will call icing on that. As we take a breather here. But it's 3:10 to go in the second period. Millersville leads it 8-0 with 4 goals coming from Eli Krause, 3 coming from Michael Safko, and 1 coming from Aiden Stromberg. Safko wants to draw back to Krause. Tucson trying to keep it in. Now Krause just he was looking for Safko. Safko couldn't get the shot off. But here come the Blue Jays now. They try to send it in. Now Albert sends it in. Albert winds it around. as they flip it back in. Now Albert. Trying to move it out as it's forced back in on the backhand by Tucson. And Albert will recollect in their own end. Millersville will get a change. So fresh legs for the Marauders. Dodds to control as got Everett diving to try to intercept that pass from Dodds. As Driscoll brings it in offside. As I believe like 4 players were like way ahead of him. Because he was well past everyone. .2:22 to go here in the second period. Now Stromberg's shot fires it wide. Edelberg turns it down low for Hipple. Hipple gets around one man, throws it out. It's in Keenan's skate. Keenan digs it out on the backhand. Shot save. As Edelberg turns it around. Hipple, that shot save. As here come the Blue Jays now. Here comes Mason Albert. Albert gains the blue line. He's got Button with him. They're trying to throw in front for 13. That pass does not go. Marauders do a good job of snuffing that out. And the puck will deflect up and out of play. As sorry, losing my voice here. Tarazi will reflect in the Blue Jay zone. Pass up ahead for Eberhardt as Morgan trying to play it. Now here comes 91 now. Blue Jays just trying to get something going. They're gonna be offside as Oregon. I don't know if he was tripped up or just like kind of he somehow like dove at the blue line, and that's where they're gonna rule him offside. Now face off. Back out 7, try to flip it in, that goes to the corner. Stromberg trying to play out. Here comes Alex Edelberg now. Edelberg gains the blue line. Edelberg works his way to the front of the net. Going to get the shot off as Tarazi was all over him. Now throws it back out Stromberg, but he's going to get a stick on it. Now Edelberg throws it across. Stromberg recollects turnaround shot blocked by number 7, but back out Keenan keeps in, feeds Hipple. Hipple down low, trying to feed it in front of net, but that pass does not go as Millersville will just chase it all the way down in their own end. As pass up ahead, as Horgan will take it. Sam Horgan now trying to get in the blue line, but it's tipped back. Here comes Stromberg. Stromberg trying to chip it down low into the corner. So take it, trying to throw it out in front. He circles around to the right wing side. Now Stromberg recollects. Top of the circle, scores! Stromberg circled the net, circled all the way back out to the right circle and buried it for his second of the game. As Stromberg will pick up his 16th goal of the season, as Millersville now leads it by 9. Edelberg to take the center ice draw. As Everett trying to put on the Jets. Everett right out front. That shot goes wide as he ran out of real estate to make that move. Now back out Zhao. Throws it down low as 13 trying to play it off the 13 trying to get it, but Dodge will take it, throw it out, and that will do it for the second period. So Millersville heads on to their lead. I think they had, 4 goals, 5 goals? I'm losing count. So many goals. Anyway, it's 9. They lead at 9-0. With scoring coming from Eli Krause picking up 4 goals. Michael Safko has 3 goals. And Stromberg has 2 goals. I know Shane Kaminsky has at least 1 assist on Stromberg's first goal. As I'm not sure if they're going to cut the ice or not. Because both teams are just sitting on the bench and discussing it, so not quite sure what the holdup is here. If they're, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if they're gonna cut the ice with the Zamboni or just go straight into the third period. So I just got word that they're just going to take a quick little break and not cut the ice. So they're going to take a break. I'm going to take a break. We'll be back very shortly with the third period. Keep it locked right here on Facebook. Welcome back to the third period. I know we just ended the second period, but they decided to not cut the ice and just take a short little 3-minute break and come back out here for the third. As here come the Blue Jays now. Everett, that shot turned to the corner as Luke Brown trying to get to it. As Luke Brown chip pass ahead. Luke Brown trying to play it on ahead as they play it up for Safko. Safko throws on back. Brown walks in. That shot looking for a deflection. Steered to the corner. As Millersville will just send it in. They'll send as Jorgensen play. Jorgensen pass up. Come on, Jorgensen. Get yourself an assist. Here comes. Try to drop it on back for Edelberg as that pass by Driscoll. Will not go. Anyway, Tucson pass up for Driscoll. Here comes Jimmy Driscoll now. It could be a 3-on-2 if the Marauders hurry. Here comes Edelberg. Puts on a break. Driscoll's right on front. As he was looking for that pass, as it was iced all the way down. One thing to note I was told is this is going to be a running clock. So there will be no stoppages. Just a straight 20 minutes, no matter how much, just straight 20 minutes. So no, I assume there's going to be no running clock. I don't know if there's going to be offsides or not. Okay, so we do get stoppages, but the clock continues to roll. As they either A, want to get out of here, or here because they're losing so badly, or B, they want to get home to watch the Eagles. I'm personally thinking it's both, because I also want to go home and watch the Eagles. It is the NFC Championship. Go Birds. As they chip it down low to the corner. Stromberg. Back on in front. I didn't even see that pass. As that is a goal. 10-0. As Jack Hipple pick up a goal. They didn't yet update it. Face-off will come back out the center. If they do put that goal up, which I believe that was a goal, that would be Hipple's second of the season. He picked up his first goal against the first. He picked up his first goal against the first game against Franklin and Marshall College. Anyway, here's pass up for Stromberg. Stromberg throws it across for Hipple. Hipple walks in, gains the blue line. Still controls as he drops it on back, but Everhart trying to play it ahead. Stromberg takes it, forces it down low to the corner as Edelberg forces it back out. Keenan's shot was denied. Down low, Stromberg now. Yeah, they didn't put the goal up, so they celebrated like it was a goal, but they were up 10-0, so not a huge celebration. In front for Edelberg! That does not go. As Pass too far ahead of Everett. He'll just fall. Dodds will control. Pass up for Stromberg. Stromberg's shot. That's off of Tarazi's body. And I'll just go to a corner. Maybe they can't put 10 up because maybe their scoreboard doesn't support double digits. As Buttons forced off that puck. Now Safko, pass up ahead for Luke Brown. Brown loses the puck. Here come the Blue Jays now. Blue Jays, you would think if you're the Johns Hopkins Blue Jays, you would think it would just try to get something going so you don't go home with a goose egg on the board. Here comes Button now. Everett Button being worked on by Brown. They drop it on back. That shot sails wide. As Safko trying to play up ahead, Krause can't play it. As Driscoll will leave it for Tucson. Tucson throws around Driscoll. As here comes Jimmy Driscoll now. He'll gain the red line. Driscoll down low. Force it behind the net. And I thought I heard another whistle. I don't know what I keep hearing. As Driscoll will throw it around. Stromberg's ran into by Everett. As pass up ahead, here comes Stromberg. He's going to be stripped of the puck by Mason Albert. Albert chips it in on the backhand. As Driscoll will just chase and recollect behind the Marauder net. It's going to be pressured by Eberhardt. Allie Eberhardt trying to throw her body around. As Edelberg trying to force in. Edelberg takes out the goaltender and scores. Edelberg gets on the board as this is now an 11-0 game. Cut down Longmire to go down. Just went right around him. As Edelberg will pick up his 15th goal. As Marauders now lead at 11-0. As here comes Stromberg, a shot throws it wide. Here comes Allie Eberhardt. She'll gain the blue line. Just throw it in. She'll just throw it in. And Pitbull trying to collect in a corner. Being pressured by Horgan. As here comes Jack Hipple. Pitbull's going to be forced off that puck by Horgan. As they'll just throw it to Tyler Keenan. Keenan throws it up ahead. Here's Mason Albert. Albert pass up ahead for number 9. But great play by Safko. Force him off that puck and pin him to the boards. As they fight for it. We got Button and 9 comes away with it. 9 walks it on the backhand. That shot sails high and wide. As I'm not sure if a Marauder got a piece of it. Kaminsky went down. I'm not sure if he blew a tire or got a piece of that. As he's in a little pain getting up. As he's going to find his way back to the bench. As a shot comes in on Longmire and he'll hang on. So 12:05 to go here in the third period. Millersville just all over this Blue Jays team. 11-0. A really stark here comes Button trying to come in on the breakaway, but puck too far ahead of him as Everett Button just had a burst of speed. But couldn't make anything happen with that opportunity. Now Brown. Throwing in front, 13-0, he whiffed on it. Puck was sitting right there for 13 and he whiffed on it. Now Tarazi trying to throw it up ahead. As I was trying to say before that breakaway happened, this is a really stark contrast from what we saw back in October where the Blue Jays dominated for the first half of the game. And Millersville had to come back from down 7 goals at one point, and they did, because Millersville came out on a tear. They dare to score 8 goals in a row or so. And now today, the Blue Jays couldn't get anything going offensively at all. As Seven will just throw it out as they're just going to let the Blue Jays chase it. As they try to feed 13 out in front, that does not go again. 13 feeds on back. Everett, that shot blocked by Safko. Down low to the corner, nice throw in front, blockered away from Jorgensen as here comes Millersville yet again. Here comes Eli Krause, they'll just chip it down low. The Marauders will get a line change in. As they force out Everett, Button can't control. Great play by Driscoll to knock it away from as Driscoll plays out off the net and back up to the blue line now. Hipple. Full control, trying to give it off to Edelberg, and here comes number 13. They flip it in on Jorgensen, and he'll cover up. As, yeah, the clock, it being a rolling clock, throwing me off as the clock still is continuing to roll. Face off will be to the left of Jorgensen, all right. And here comes Stromberg now with Hipple. Stromberg. Oh my gosh, that would not go. Stromberg just kind of left it there. Kind of just left his stick right in front of the goal crease. And just kind of skittered across the goal mouth. And, you know, it just wouldn't go. Now Hipple will control at the blue line. Hipple's going to be forced off that puck and be taken down in the corner. Stromberg bang pass out as it's forced in by Dodds as that shot is covered by Longmire. We tick down to under 9 minutes to go. As they throw it, Keenan, that shot doesn't quite make it. Now Stromberg trying to throw it as Albert trying to play it out. As back up to the blue line now, Dodds. Dodds throws it around as Stromberg trying to control in the corner. Stromberg leaves it on back for Edelberg. Edelberg back up, Stromberg! Goal! I believe that is Stromberg's third of the game. So 3 players picking up hat tricks as the Marauders lead at 12-0. They force it on Jorgensen, he'll turn it aside. Everett gets around to Marauders. Everett takes it to the right wing circle. Button, that shot saved by Jorgensen. Back up to the blue line now. Tarazi trying to throw it in as it's Safko on the breakaway. Digs around with the puck. As Longmire came up with it. Safko was looking for, I believe he was looking for his 4th of the game. As Tucson will take it in the Marauder end. Goes up ahead for Brown, but it's taken by 7 as Driscoll will throw it across to Tucson. Here comes Driscoll. Gains the red line, gains the blue line, works his way in right wing side, and his shot will deflect wide. He'll recollect in the corner. Driscoll leaves it on back for Luke Brown. Brown now behind the net, chip pass ahead for Safko. But that would not go as the Blue Jays played into the Marauder end. 13 around in the corner to collect for Johns Hopkins. They try to throw it out for it. Button, but here comes Krause now. Krause works his way and he's going to be stood up by Albert as they play it on back. Tucson Full control, play it up ahead for Brown. Brown just throws it around. Now Luke Brown trying to go with that turnaround shot. That does not go. Tucson will take it. Bang pass up for Edelberg. Here comes Edelberg. Edelberg walks in, gets around one man. Oh, trying to go forehand to backhand. Or excuse me, backhand to forehand. And that is not Longmire anymore, and that they switched their goaltenders. Not quite sure who their goaltender is, so it's gonna be gray jersey for now. Heidelberg can take the draw against Sam Horgan. They throw it around. Well, they went back to the corner where Zhao will play it. For Schomburg, right down in front. Edelberg back up to the blue line. Driscoll walks it in. Sends it wide. Hipple. Pulled out of control. Hipple trying to throw it for Driscoll. That does not go. And Tucson now. Tucson throws it behind net for Schomburg. Back up Tucson. Walks in. Left wing circle into the breadbasket of gray jersey. And he'll hang on. With 4:25 to go and counting here in the third period. Horgan versus Edelberg on draw. Edelberg wins it back to Stromberg. Stromberg gets it down low. Edelberg in front! Says goal. I didn't see any indication from the referee. I believe that is a goal for Edelberg. Make that, what, 13 now for the Marauders? I didn't see the ref signal goal, but faceoff's coming back out the center, so it has to be a goal. It has to be a 13-0 lead for the Marauders now. As 91 trying to throw it in front, trying to get it to Horgan, whose shot goes wide. Now Eberhardt to collect in the corner. Ali Eberhardt trying to play it, but Marauders just force it to the boards as Tucson will control behind the net. Tucson pass up for Driscoll, just backhanded out to the neutral zone. Flips it in and blockered away by Jorgensen. They throw it to the corner. As Driscoll trying to play it up. As that does not go. Trickles it in on Jorgensen. As Tucson spins around from one man. As here comes Joshua Dodds now. Dodds trying to take it. He'll gain the blue line. He's going to be stood up at the blue line. He gained the red line. He was stood up at the blue line. Here comes Nathan Albert. Albert trying to walk in, but bank pass goes off the boards. As Everett will throw it across to Byron Zhao. And Zhao trying to play it up as Dodge tried to backhand it along the boards as Blue Jays trying to move along the half wall. As Everett's going to be thrown into the corner. Everett takes it behind the Marauder net. Being pressured by Tucson. Back out to the blue line now. Zhao throws it back in. As Kaminsky will chase it in the corner. They'll collect. Trying to clear it out, but the Blue Jays keep it in. Nina blast! Right into the glove of Jorgensen. He didn't even need to go down into the butterfly to catch it. As he had to go down to, recollect that puck. That puck had some power to it, had some movement to it in its glove, but Merrick Jorgensen standing tall in net tonight for the Marauders. It'll be Safko to take the draw against Everett. As they get to the corner, goes off the roof and hit the roof. That's technically out of play, so we'll redo the face-off. Everett versus Safko on the draw. Safko wins it back to Edelberg. Edelberg being chased by Button. And Everett Button trying to force Ethelberg off the puck as he just wants to try that puck free. As Safko will control, pass up ahead. We tick down to under a minute now in the third period. Luke Brown chasing now. Here comes Luke Brown. Gets into the corner, trying to drop it on back for Krause. Krause will take it down low into the corner. Brown trying to throw it in front as gray jersey makes a save and covers it. As we take to 40 seconds to go here in the third period. Safko went on back for Luke Brown, but here comes Everett Button. Now one last chance opportunity for the Blue Jays. As they chip it in, Stromberg try and play it in front for Everett. His shot will not go as the Marauders chasing. It's a 3-on-2. Here comes Safko with Luke Brown. Drops on back across a shot. Saved by Gray Jersey, and he'll hang on. As that will do it for the third period, and that will do it for the game. Merrick Jorgensen picks up the shutout in this 13-0 win over Johns Hopkins University. A complete game right from the drop of the puck in the first period where Michael Safko scored, I believe, like 40-something seconds in, or less than 40 seconds into the game. And ever since that goal, the Marauders never looked back. Piling on 13 goals to win it 13-0. Take a look at the score, at the goal scorers. I mean, you know, let's see, Safka picked up 3. Krause picked up 4. Schomburg picked up 3. Yeah. Edelberg picked up 2, I believe, 2 or 3. And they won it 13-0. So, you know, this was, TJ for Division 2 has a tradition giving us 3 stars of the game. I figured I'd do it for Division 3, giving my 3 stars of the game. And for me, my third star tonight would be Merrick Jorgensen for picking up the shutout. No matter how big or small it might be, a shutout's a shutout. And Merrick Jorgensen made a few saves where he had to stand on top of his head tonight, where he was sprawling in the net. There was one great save in the first period where he had to go into the splits, almost moving from right to left. So he picks up the shutout in the third star of the game. For me, my second star of the game, I mean, you know, we got like total 4 goal scorers with multiple goals. And, you know, my third star of the game, we're going to give it to probably Michael Safko. Safko had a hat trick. Got the scoring started for the Marauders tonight. And then my first star of the game, we're going to go Tyler Keenan for 4 goals tonight. He was the first player on the Marauders to get a hat trick. And he has 4 goals. After the hat trick, he added on another goal. But really just an overall complete effort tonight from the Marauders. And their offense and defensive game, and the goaltending stood strong. Johns Hopkins really didn't know what hit him. Johns Hopkins looked like they really didn't have much energy tonight. Or any energy at all, to be frank. A clear, stark contrast from what we saw earlier in October and just the Marauders' second game in the season, where the Marauders had to come back from being down 7 goals, and they did that. But Johns Hopkins, that game, had a lot of energy coming out in the first period, a lot of energy in the second period to really put on like 8 goals on the Marauders. I believe in that game the score at one point was 8-1, and Millersville stormed back to score 7 goals. And tonight, a clear, stark contrast. Johns Hopkins had none of that in their game, as Johns Hopkins had trouble, you know, just leaving their own zone. Millersville did a really nice job of shutting down the blue line. Johns Hopkins was pretty good on the forecheck down low behind their own net, but Millersville just stood tall at the blue line and would not let them leave their own zone. And that really contributed to this 13-0 win here today. So, a really great win. The Marauders for Division 3 pick up their first win in 2023. I've been Travis Schuster. If you're here at the rink with us, please make it home safely, as not that many people made it out. Johns Hopkins, sadly, had no fans out. And if you are watching at home, watching on Facebook, please have a great night. And this game will be uploaded to YouTube once we get back to campus. I've been Travis Schuster, the voice of Ville Division III Hockey.